He said, "Smoking causes wrinkles." And with my cigarette in hand, my eyes rose with the smoke to meet the glare of a man. This perfect stranger stood before me, a man I'd never met, but behind this stranger's face was a man I won't forget. I drew back my lips and smiled as I greeted him with ease. I said, "I'd like to explain myself if you'll let me speak my piece. Where you see lines of imperfection, I see stories told on skin. You see a loss of youth and beauty, I see where beautiful begins. So feel free to inspect the surface of who you think I've been, because all you will find is a reflection of skin. There is a scar that sits upon my chest and lives between my breasts, but what you may fail to see is a little girl that lives within that crest. She is a reminder that pain can be forgotten with love, helpless and small with the choice to rise above. There's a mark on my forehead, usually mistaken for a spot. It marks the first crush on a boy I ever got. I wanted to be pretty, so I picked my chicken pox. Now that boy forever lives on my forehead in a dot. I got a chip in my front tooth obtained by blurry eyes. I hit the wall the day my best friend forgot to say goodbye. No tears will bring her back and I'll never mend her strife, but I'm satisfied to know that with me she still has life. I have a seamless jawline once marked with disgrace. Beneath that mended surface there's a bruise I can't erase. With time I did forgive him, but the lesson still remains. He taught me love doesn't hide beneath the makeup on your face. And each time I see white tiles on a bathroom floor, I'm reminded of the time I got up just once more. I couldn't find my mind, but I found the strength to stand, leaving deep cracks in the palms of my hands. And I hope that as I age, I'll be marred with all my stories. I'll be forever proud of the trials and the glories. My body will unravel all the tales that my life made. I'll be broken, I'll be brittle, but I'll be better just the same. I hope I develop calluses because there's too much life to write, and all my scars transform into poems, all the chapters of my life. I can't wait to welcome crow's feet to remind me of the miles that I've smiled. And I pray I'm blessed with stretch marks from carrying a child. And when my body starts slowing down and my journey's end is near, I hope the gray old woman who I'll become will be proud of her reflection in the mirror. I hope she still speaks in rhyme and thinks in art, that she's humble, she's kind, she's patient, she's smart. I know she'll be wise and her feet will be worn. My only hope is that her heart isn't torn from how difficult this world can be. And despite her cataracts, with her spirit she sees that each line on her skin is who she wanted to be. And she'll tell her children stories like my mother did to me. I hope she knows each blemish on the surface is a part that made her whole, and the condition of the body does not reflect the soul. That she moves on from this life and into the next, knowing no matter what life threw at her, she always did her best. She was a woman who did what she wanted to do, despite what the world tried to turn her into. I stopped myself here, I made eyes with the man. I tossed my cigarette away and I reached out my hand. It's been a pleasure to meet you, sir, but I must bid you adieu. I've got some more living I've got to get to.